Hello everybody and welcome back to the Tamiya truck build. So hopefully you can see everything which I'm going to be doing today. I don't have my phone set up, which is unfortunate. The reason why I have to have the phone is so I can see exactly what you can see. But yeah, it's not set up today because it's actually got a flat battery and I forgot to charge it, so it's on charge. But anyway, hopefully we can do this without the phone. I know that the camera is pointing in this area, so if I just keep doing stuff in this area, we should be okay. Now, if you remember from the previous episode, we were actually very busy jumping around. We were doing quite a lot of jumping around in the book until the sound went off. The microphone sound went off, so I'm no longer doing the microphone audio through the GoPro. It's going through an external device because it's just going to be more reliable. So I'm not doing any decals on camera. I've decided this. I decided it just after the previous episode because I did do one and it was a failure because I didn't have any decal scissors and it's just too intricate to try and talk over and do at the same time. So I'm going to do all decals off screen, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem because you won't really miss much. It's just cutting around some decals. But yeah, what we need to do today is jump back into part number 49, the side spoilers, because everything is now painted. If you remember back from the previous episode, we had to basically paint the other side, which I've now done. Did this yesterday. So, if we bring the cab out, I should be able to figure out how to do this, hopefully. There will be a few things done off screen. The reason for this is because it's either not very interesting to watch, or really, there's, well, yeah, not really much point in filming it, because it's probably not a very interesting part. So, this is part, just trying to look for it on here. K4. I do hope you can see, otherwise it is going to be a disaster. But oh well. As long as I can see, I guess that's the most important thing. Although this is supposed to be for viewer enjoyment as well. Right. So yeah, 4 is. I thought it was the top piece. Ah yes, it is on the right-hand side. So. It is tough actually to get this big cab in shots continually. I need to tidy up some of these pieces. We'll be filing any visible things off screen anyway near the end. So yeah, here we are. Just trying to figure out exactly how this is going to work. I think it goes like this. Just here. Yep, it must do. Yeah. And to do this we need BB3s. Well, BB3s are very common, so this shouldn't be any problem at all. In fact, we should, looking at the design of it, be able to put it partially through here first. It should make things very easy. Is that right? Hopefully it is. That'll do. And then one in the back, which you most likely will not see. Just loosely. Just so it doesn't fall out. And then we should be able to slot it in. So I can put the back one in too much. There we go. Only just though. And then this one. I don't want to do them tight. Not yet. Because I don't want to damage anything. I think it's tight enough anyway. Yeah, I think it will get sort of locked into place anyway by this piece, so we shouldn't have a problem. I'm going to repeat that step on the other side. Keep it simple. There will be a lot of moving around sounds. I've got a lot of moving around of the sprues to do. And I mustn't really cover over any of the screws because they're very important. So yeah, same thing. Oh, we've got the air intake over here. I don't think it will affect it though. I think that's just how it is. And this should speed things up. Taking it for the second time. Ah yeah, very neat. Look how neat that looks. All fits in there. Perfect. That's good. Just snug things up if they need to be. That's good anyway. So that's those two pieces done. It's amazing how quickly the dust gets onto the bodywork. Challenge to keep everything clean. Anyway, we can clean this at the end. It's not a problem. So we're now looking at the two side parts. It looks like I've already got one side part just here. Oh, how is that not painted? Oh, it's the one that fell off the sprue. That's annoying. That means one of them is painted. Yeah, no, it didn't fall off the sprue. I think I must have cut it off. But yeah, we've got this one which we can do, so that's all right. So the one I just took off was number 6, which is hopefully the right hand side, is it? No, it's the left hand side. Okay, actually that might be better. Just thinking of a viewpoint for you to be able to see. So it's again BB3. It's all BB3. In fact, we should probably be laying it flat like this to be able to fully appreciate it. So it sits like that. And in fact, yeah, that is very tidy. I'm going to run out of these BB3s. No doubt I flicked a few on the carpet. Yeah, some of it's cat's fur. Actually, all of it's cat's fur. Ah. Actually, you know what? It might just be easier to do it with a screwdriver. So I'm reluctant now to put the other side on. We don't have to. There's no requirement, I don't think, to put the other one in straight away, because I'm fairly sure we have access to all this area anyway, all the time. Make sure it gets right. That looks all right. It can be faster with the electric screwdriver. So there we go. That is one side done. And I think that is looking much better. Yeah, lots of cat's fur building up on it. So, next what we need to do is, well, obviously skip this piece, which I can spray in a matter of seconds, but I can't do that inside because I would die. Probably not, but you know, it's not healthy. Which it means that we can actually move on to this piece, which I don't think is a problem, because I'm pretty sure that this piece has absolutely nothing to do with the side pieces, side spoilers. So let's focus on it. We have to mount another piece in here, L5. I've been on L5 already, actually. I've already seen it today. It's this piece here. Let's just move the cab to one side. Like I said, there's a lot of moving around. Let's keep jumping between all these different ones. Okay, and BC1 this time. The difference is it's self-tapping. So I think it's exactly the same length, or pretty much the same length. It's also fatter as well. Must be these two. So that sits like this on there. I think it is these ones. Pretty sure it is. Well, we'll soon find out. Yeah, definitely those. It's good. It's nice and tight. So all we have to do now is fasten it on, I assume. Yeah, I think so. Yes. Well, I've just noticed front bumper stay down here. I think I've done something wrong with it from last time looking at it, but I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, one step at a time. Try and get this in place. Very neat. All fits in there perfectly. Ah, now this is going to be tricky. Getting a screwdriver right down the back. BC1s. And that is, once again, these screws here. That should be possible. Might be a bit slow though, just because I can't get the electric screwdriver down here. Or can I? I can. Perfect. Well, there it is. Don't know how much of it you can see on camera, but it's here. So it's improving by the minute, and I'm going to set it off to one side while I figure out exactly what is being mentioned here, because we've done the hinge, but then it mentions MF4, and this is something I've never seen before, and it looks like some form of rod or something. So I don't know. It's not really mentioned. I'm looking at on the side here, MF4. MF4 is a hinge, so I don't know. That's strange. I think, it's just another way of putting it. We've done everything right, I think. Fairly sure we have. So that's good. I was beginning to worry. I think it's just their way of explaining how to do it, but that's all been done. So, I've painted the seats. Different colours to how it says. I wanted to have my own personal touch on it. I wanted it to be XF53, which is a grey colour. I wanted to have it more of a semi-gloss black colour. I think it looks nicer. But again, these are all personal preferences. Also, this piece here has been painted fairly roughly, but it's all hidden anyway, I think, underneath. In fact, there might be two of those. So yes, I think another one needs to be painted too. One of them is still yellow because of the sprue. I just basically sprayed the entire sprue the same colour, but that can all be done in due course. So, we're actually looking at assembling this particular seat. It has to be assembled with glue, so I need to make sure I put this in right, otherwise it's going to not work. So, I'm pretty sure it wants to be like that. Yes, it does. So if we glue that, I'm assuming we are gluing. It's got the blue line, which usually implies glue. Yes, that is glue. Liquid cement. So just confirm that's right. Let me just see here. Yep. So just a touch around the outside of all of it. Put the lid back on that stuff because it stinks. And yeah, put this on. It's also a paint stripper, it would appear. Yeah, it seems to strip paint. Powerful stuff, very powerful glue. So that seems to set now. It shouldn't take long, a matter of seconds hopefully. And yeah, we're going to be putting the dashboard in. I just hope that we can access it again afterwards so I can do the decals, because the dashboard isn't actually on. But I'm pretty sure we will be able to see it. If we can't, I'll just have to take it out again. Not a problem. Yeah, let's just undo these. Because I don't have the decal scissors, and I would love to use decal scissors, because without them, I make a mess. I write a mess without them. It's very important that I do it properly. Otherwise the decals will look awful. And when I say awful, I mean awful. Look, I did this. This does not look awful. This is the front headlight sort of cluster package. All the lights for one side. They'll be going in later. We've got another one of those to assemble, so if you want to see it being assembled, you can do. But let's go and attach this dashboard. We have to flip this up pretty much like this. And then this is where I always mess up, because I always put something wrong. In fact, this might be quite tricky, because it looks like we have to balance the chairs or the seats as well. Theoretically, this should be dead easy, but I'm still failing. I think it's like that. Yeah, it's like that. And they go somewhere in here. Right, so what we have discovered from this is that I definitely cannot do the decals while it's in. It was an unusual approach anyway, because it's taken out of order. It's just I didn't want to mess up with them. We'd just do it without the decal scissors. Probably a massive mistake. It's against what I was going to do, but I should have just had them earlier. Just hadn't had the time really to get any. 9 and 10 and 11. We'll do 9 first. So let's just see. We've got 11 here, 9 here. Can't see 10. It'll be there though. Yeah, I think I can see it. Yeah, this one here, massive one. So it is. It's a very large amount of different things. So if I cut straight across here, not something I want to be doing, but no choice. Need the correct scissors for this. And you'll see why if I mess up. I already have messed up actually on the on another one, but I didn't record that for that exact reason. So we're cutting off here for 11. That is, what did I say, 9? I think so. Anyway, yeah, 9. It doesn't matter anyway because we're just going to put them in. So we're looking at it at this angle. So it all looks different when there's no decals. I think we're looking at it back to front, are we? Hang on, what's going on here? That's the top. That's right. That's the top. It goes on the front, right. So that goes into there. It will be stuck into there. Then 10 goes very close to it. So I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it. This is not a professional way of installing decals. I'm not a professional though, so I sort of have an excuse. Shouldn't have put it on there first. Just stick it back on there. Oh yeah, this is looking professional. All I'm doing is having a go. That's the approach I want to take. Whew. Done it. I have installed the first decal and it didn't mess up. I don't know how. It must be my lucky day. Oh, but we can't celebrate yet because we've got at least 2 more to do. Let's do these tiny ones first, because if any are going to fail, it's the tiny ones. Okay. So these ones need cutting in half. That's challenging in itself. I think they're air vents. So we need to put one at this end. I think this is probably where tweezers come in handy. Otherwise you just get them all wonky, like I've done. It's come out alright though. And the other one has overturned, and here it is. So peel this one off as well. As you can probably tell, I did not want to be doing this piece today. I wanted to keep building, but it's not possible. If I had done this without doing it, it would have just been even worse, because there's no way we'd have had the access. Okay, so that's those two done, and actually that has come out right. Obviously if I had the decal scissors, I'd be able to trim around them correctly and not leave this massive area behind them, around them. But yeah, it's just not what's happening. So number 10, that's that huge one which goes underneath, isn't it? It is. Although that's funny, number 10 points to one which looks completely different. Oh, number 10 is actually 2 different things. Oh wow. Yeah, actually it does. It comes back as a the diagram is a different decal. Number 10. Or at least something is just split apart from it. Yes, I have a piece here which is not on mine. Oh well, minor technicality I suppose. Yeah, it's definitely, it has varied a bit. It has varied. Oh well. We'll just cut the whole thing out I suppose. So there it is. Just need to tidy a few areas up because it is just too big. And there we go. What do you think? Probably you're not that impressed, but as it's my first attempt and I don't have the appropriate scissors, I'm alright with that. That's fine. So let's try and move on. Let's try and now put it in. I'm pretty sure this piece which is showing up on the display on the book is not actually on mine at all, but it's next to nothing. It's nothing of importance. So I'm fine with that. So I need to obviously put this in here. You probably can see nothing. However, it is important that we do this correctly, because otherwise it's not even worth doing. I had this right before. I think it goes like that. And then I assume we just bolt them in. BA5. BA5s, they're extremely long. Those ones there. And then we have to put a nut on the end. These types of nuts. I can see one. This is the problem, when you get nearer to the end, if you've lost any, you're going to know. There. And I actually run, the reason why they're so long is because they actually run through the seats as well. So it just sort of locks everything in. Right, so this one has now dried, it has set, so we can now install it. It's going to be tough to install it, but it's certainly possible. It's again one of these situations where you can see it and I can't, or I can see it and you can't. So essentially, not ideal. I think that's everything for that side. So if we can put that on, and that's an if, if we can put that on, we will do. Crikey. I think it might set back. Yeah, it does. It sits back. You've just got to slide it into there. And then try and not get the nut stuck on there. Right, so all we need to do now is tighten that up. And then the other side needs to be done. But that actually is looking good. And no, you don't really see anything from the outside at all. In fact, you don't even see much from the inside either. The decals or anything, they're all hidden. So it really doesn't appear to matter if you don't do stuff that perfectly. But it is always best to try it best, obviously. Right, so just waiting for this piece to dry on this side because I need to paint the piece where I was holding it. But that's going to be a few minutes yet. So just skipping forward, we could build the other one of these. That actually isn't a bad idea. There's also these pieces, but I think they should wait until after we've done the interior because they might not even go in, possibly. So at least I know what to do for next time. We need to paint the other side piece, this piece here, and yeah, probably paint a few other pieces too. This came out pretty well, pretty good, so I'm happy with that. The other lighting is this piece here. Getting paint on my fingers, gonna have to wash them. And the sound, I think it was this piece last time when the sound went off, so I had to cut it all out. I just sort of put a subtitle up saying, "That's it, bye for now." Which wasn't good because there was about 20 minutes of footage after that, but with no sound, it was pointless. You couldn't understand the thing I was doing because I was trying to explain everything. But the GoPro just randomly turned its sound off, as it does do. And GoPros, I think they're brilliant things. And the video quality is really good, but the sound, it's awful. It really is awful. If you try and run an external microphone, it mutes it halfway through recording. And the integrated one in the 5, and I think the 6 as well, but definitely the 5 because I've got this is the 5, is just totally inaudible. So I don't know. GoPros are good, but I think they could have tried harder with the sound. Right, so yeah, this piece here, I did the last piece, as I said. I think it was yeah, it's part 58. It's pretty much the final part because it's not got that much of an importance in the actual cab build. I still have to repair the cab as well actually because it broke. That piece snapped off. But this is actually satisfyingly fun, this piece. Doing the lights. I've always found lights very fun. Three pieces. Just there. One of which will need to be painted. Just tidy things up first. Yeah, one of which will need to be painted orange. It's the translucent orange, because that's the indicator. Okay, that's looking better. And yeah, the other ones obviously just stay clear. So the translucent orange is just here. Got to mix it up a bit. Try and get a brush. And it's not all of it, because you can see here, the ones I've done, it is just basically the bit which curves. So I think I'll get that done first, because then it's drying. And I always paint this piece here too, where the screw goes through, because if you don't, it tends to not actually bring the colour through on that piece. And then it, from the outside, it looks like you just haven't bothered with that area. So it's worth painting that too, in my opinion. Now it is going to have a second coat, so we'll just put it there briefly. And we also need, we need to do the steering wheel too. I keep forgetting the steering wheel. It sticks on the interior. We should be able to still do it from here, so that's not a problem. And if it is a problem, there's only one screw holding it in, so it'll be easily. Yeah, well, I think we'll do it anyway, to be honest. It should be fine. But it's this piece here. As mentioned, the steering wheel actually fits onto here. Like that. That sort of thing. Haven't finished painting it. But that is how it works. And then it would just stick in. So, yeah, I don't think that'll be a problem. Anyway, let's get this piece built. I am jumping around, but that's because we have to. We have to use the liquid cement. And also, actually, I think we're missing something. I feel to be. Ah, yeah, it's. Yeah, there's a screw. It's the BB5 screw. Let's see if we've got any. There's probably one left. Is it that one there? I think it's that one. Very small thing. Anyway, that one fits into here. Yep, so that's going to have to be glued. Put it around the outside of both, just to confirm. Yeah, there's a fly buzzing around, and it's very annoying. Okay, that's the first one, and the second one, just as easy. Very simple. Now this one does actually have little locating notches to make it even easier to do. And then we finally have the orange one, which we need to go back to. Just to really make this colour strong. Although for some reason it seems to be coming out more of a brown. Maybe I didn't fully clean the paintbrush. Anyway, it will be okay. And then if we just put the BB5 screw in the back, I think that is the BB5. Yep. Then that'll lock everything together and make it nice and neat. So they both require it. And we have our light lenses all done and ready to be fitted. We're going to leave it there for today. Next episode I am planning on finishing it, excluding decals possibly. I might actually do all the decals before the next video, or might do them afterwards. Haven't decided yet, but yeah, I'm hoping that the next episode is pretty much going to be the last one, and then it'll just be a case of trying it out. So we'll leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and until the next one, see you again very soon. Bye for now.